What's up, guys? Chris, Legendary Mana, and it's vlog time. Road to Pro. And I mean not pro as in I want to be or I'm going to become a pro, because I think I'm sort of past that point in my life. But what I'm talking about is Road to the Pro Tour, and that's what I'm looking to go for. And I'm quite excited because my game is definitely getting much better. Um, Doing a lot of practice and a lot of coaching, and kind of just really getting more and more involved with the game, and just kind of, working on, I don't know, just getting better. I, I think one of the things that I can't stress enough is that practice does make you better. But when you're practicing, you have to keep an open mind that you're not always making the right decisions. And that's one of the things that I would like to say is most important for me, is not to get in my head and say, oh, I got this killer deck and I'm playing it and it's great and it's the top deck in the meta, and if I lose, the deck sucks and nothing else. No. If you're not a good pilot of a deck, that doesn't make the deck bad. That just makes your play, I wouldn't say play, well, yeah, I guess it just makes your play bad. I think about it this way. I've been trying to get 4-color or teamer to sort of work for me, and it works for other people. I've seen it work for other people. I played against it where it works for other people. It just doesn't work for me. I've come to realize that I don't like playing those style decks. Not because I don't understand the cards, because I know exactly what the cards are trying to do. I just somehow cannot pilot one of those decks well. I have pretty much figured out I am mid-range and aggro, and that's pretty much it. I can't play anything else. I won't play control. It's just none of that is my cup of tea. And it's not necessarily that I don't know how to play it. I've realized that it's just not something that's fun for me to play, so I can't go all in. There's aggro decks that I've played that aren't necessarily the best or the greatest or the latest, but because I can pilot it well, and because I know the interactions of the deck so well, where I can, pretty much play the deck in my sleep, it really makes it easy to play. It makes it easy to, win, because, well, I'm having fun with it, and I know what I'm doing with it. So, at any rate, quote of the day is play to win, but play to have fun. And if you're not having fun, then why are you playing? I've seen recently these reports of somebody getting stabbed, during playing a Magic the Gathering game. I mean, come on, man. The game is just not that serious. I mean, it's just not. I think it was Friday Night Magic or something like that. And it's just, man, that stuff just drives me bonkers, because you can be competitive and you can have, the I want to win kind of mentality. But, man, playing to win, to either throw your deck across the LGS or sit there and stab somebody because, they beat you. And even though you have the best tech, you lost to a deck that's inferior. The moral of the story is it doesn't matter what the deck is. It matters in how you pilot it. It matters how you go about winning with that deck. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. You have to have a good deck in order to win. But just because a deck is not considered tier 1, that doesn't mean it can't beat a tier 1 deck. may not win in, say, a pro tour or a major competition, but when you're talking Friday Night Magic or a PPTQ or game day or soon to be called store tournaments, when you're talking about that stuff, I mean, come on, man, it's not that serious. And so seeing that news report was a little, I don't know. I was just like, really? Is this the community that we're in? I genuinely like everybody that I play against, and I don't. If you win, you win. I mean, better luck next time. I mean, I think about it this way. There's, oh man, I just can't stop thinking about that whole thing. Anyways, I'm not going to sit there and stab somebody over a Monopoly game or something like that. I mean, I don't know. It's just, tell me what you guys think about that. If you heard about it, if you haven't heard about it, it's just silly stuff. But anyways, what I want to sort of ask you guys is, I'm actually going to have a pro on the channel and for my vlog. And what are some questions you would want to ask, or what are some questions that you would want to ask a pro if they're sitting there having a conversation and sitting in front of you? Like, what things would you try to pick their brain about? Let me know in the comments below, and I can sort of add that to the list of conversation points during that interview. So look for that soon. Now that the Pro Tour is wrapping up, our goal is to get together soon and sort of have that conversation. I have questions I have to ask, or I should say want to ask, and sort of kind of give you guys another perspective other than my own, since, well, I'm not in the Pro Tour, but the idea is I'm trying to get there. So let me know in the comments below if there's any questions you would like to ask, or you would ask a pro if they were sitting in front of you. And until then, I bid you farewell.